And we back with another one.
Yes,
like I said, I told you we gonna come in Monday, Thursday. Got all the vids coming, bro. We back with another one. We got a lot of exciting news come up.
Yeah.
Most importantly, we got the draft coming up tonight.
Facts.
We got so much to talk about. Without further ado, let's get into it. I'm Shaheem.
And I'm Akeem.
And this is the Brotherly Love Sports Show. Let's get into it, bro. So where we last left off with the Eagles was a whole lot of speculation between what was going on with Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel. Whole lot of this, in fact, AJ Brown. What's going on?
Yeah.
There's been some updates, some juicy updates. Yeah. Hey, so earlier today, Page Six came out with a report showing Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel at a bar in New York City, cuddled up and took a kiss, all that. So this has been going on for 6 years, it looks like, on and off. Crazier news, she got married 5 months later after that photo was taken, and she also had a kid, named him Michael, which is nuts. That's insane, and I swear, bro, that's insane. Grimy as it gets, dog. After the person you've been, come on,
for all of that, you shouldn't even have,
bro.
You should just call that off.
Like, what we doing?
Because then she be low-key, she be dogging her,
bro. All them videos
then,
she been dogging him, and then it comes out that you been really behind his back the whole time. Look, let's keep it football.
Yeah.
Because that's nuts.
It is nuts,
and we're gonna leave it there. But with the football stuff, they gotta do with it.
Yeah.
Though. Now, I don't know who gave Mike Vrabel this terrible advice to go and do this media scrum that he did. I don't know who told him to talk. He could have just said, like, hey, that's private matter, leave it at private matter. That's all you gonna say about it.
Yeah.
You could have left it at that. And if your players got something to say about it, like, all your players don't know it either.
Yeah.
So they didn't have anything to give further to the conversation, and it just would have been smoke until, I guess, today, for real.
Yeah, because I thought like the plan was for him to talk to the team anyways, and then
for sure. But he got on the mic and then became a blabbermouth, and whoever media trained him really needs to be fired because that was terrible.
I think his instinct just
now
he didn't follow the script at all.
Because now it's really turned into like a legit media circus.
Oh, now it's crazy.
Now it's real new because this is like, to my knowledge, I'm sure maybe some background stuff before, but to my knowledge, this has never happened before. He's gonna miss a day of the draft for like some counseling or some type of family stuff. He's missing the draft for it. Yeah. So now it's becoming a team affected thing.
Like, how does a head coach?
Your head coach can miss a third day of the draft. I get it's day 3, guys, so it is what it is. But like, now it's really it's getting into football matters, and with that,
I'm with you. It's becoming an issue.
So it's becoming an issue.
It is.
And this season for that team has disaster written all over it. They're already a year ahead of what they're really supposed to be at. Like, this year really was their breakout year.
I'm with you. Yeah.
So then maybe a step too far. You're about to trade your first round pick for AJ Brown. Maybe it's probably gonna be next year's first round pick.
Yeah.
But still,
I imagine. Yeah.
But still,
it's crazy.
With all this going on, if I'm AJ Brown, it has to be a world that AJ Brown sitting back like, bro, I don't want to go to that. That looks like he's gonna be with the team.
Yeah,
he's trying to get his family back. Am I gonna get the best Mike Vrabel is gonna be? And why would I willingly opt to go to this disaster waiting to happen of a season?
Yeah, a world could have.
What's your thoughts?
In my opinion, if he does go, another aspect of him leaving is to be like a fresh slate. The tension isn't on me. The drama isn't on me. It's on something. I'm just saying another world maybe where he was like, all right, well, now that the tension and the eyes and the
it's all on my head coach,
all off me and it's on him. I can continue to do my thing. I don't know. It could be where he could actually get out of his own headspace and just focus on playing ball.
Because there's gonna be even more media there. It used to, like, at first it's just football media. Now it's like real media is involved.
Yeah.
So if your team's already not playing bad, and AJ Brown being the player that he is, like I said, I think he's handled what we had going on the last 2 years. He's hit or miss a few times, but for the most part, he mostly handled it professionally.
Yeah.
with that all that going on, and you just annoyed from a previous situation, and then you willingly go into that already look like media circus.
It's a media circus.
There's AJ Brown has to be sitting back like, I don't know if this is the spot. We might gotta look for somebody else. I promise you, there's a world that's happening.
Yeah,
it has to happen.
I imagine it.
Cause like, what would you do? You have to be like
me. I don't do too much of that in between. Like I focus on the main thing personally, and that's football. Like that's his job. That's his occupation. He's a man at the end, but that's just his occupation. I can't see him getting into somebody else's like private life.
I know. I'm talking about football is already being affected now.
Yeah.
And this story is not. This story is not blowing over. Like this is not going over.
Yeah.
I think there's a world that he just be like, bro, I might just stay with Philly.
Bro, Philly media is already like hard to deal with anyways.
Yeah.
Like even the players and whatnot.
Yeah.
To go from Philly's media to that, it ain't no better. It ain't no better.
It ain't.
You can get poked with so many questions because people want you. People are going to edge AJ Brown on.
Oh, like, for sure.
That's what they want. They want clicks out of it. They're going to edge him on. So he could look at it and be like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to exhaust my energy somewhere that is not needed.
Yeah.
And he could stay with the Eagles.
Yeah. So my thing, and I wanted to talk more about this with the AJ Brown situation, and I know we're on day 2 with the AJ Brown situation. I have a problem with the problem that the fans have with AJ Brown. I think if you take a step back and see it in its entire view of how the passing game went over the last 2 years, it's been abysmal. Now, if you look back at it, he could have been, if he was a legit diva wide receiver, could have just been all over the place with it, and rightfully so. But he kept it in house for the most part. The only thing that really boiled over, I thought he kind of missed that, was the book. That's the only spot where he was like, all right, I think it's a little too much.
Yeah.
But from any other spot, he was just like, the passing game isn't good.
Yeah. It needs to get better.
And the media asked him, what's the problem? Passing. You know what I'm saying? It could have. It was just bad. And now you have a receiver that's willing to say, hey, I know this team looks good now, but there's going to be a time you're going to lean on the passing, and it's not there. It's not cohesive.
Exactly.
He said it all over and over again. We won the Super Bowl, which is fine. And, you know, Danny, he missed a few games that year of the Super Bowl. He still was an all-pro that year.
Yeah, he was.
The following year, when they needed better passing, because the run game was stuffed, it was non-existent. Yeah. So the problem kept persisting, and it's reached a point to where it affected his play.
It affected the whole offense.
The whole offense.
The whole offense.
You know, you could tell the vibe was off. The vibe was off. And it's just, to me, fans are just forgetting about the passing game stunk. And he said himself as a receiver, yes, championships are really great, and I love to be a part of a winning team.
Yeah.
What grinds my gears is beating a cornerback.
Yeah.
And that's my problem with, like, okay, you have a receiver who, for the most part, isn't like a media pass as anything. Yeah. And you're just in Philadelphia media, so they make it a pass.
Exactly. And that's what I was getting at.
Now you have like, oh, we hate this guy because he wants to leave. No. This team wants to trade him because it's for the best, because he keeps bringing up that, hey, this passing game has sucked for 2 years. And it's affecting not only me, it's affecting my other teammates, but I'm willing to say this because they can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
They can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
So I can say it.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? And
that is true.
And now fans are all like, oh, AJ want to leave, so AJ this and AJ that. I'm like, bro, what are y'all talking about? He's been one of the best receivers on our team for 4 or 5 years. Y'all have not seen a better receiver. Most of y'all have not seen a better receiver than him on our team.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't.
I understood where they were coming from in the beginning. I was like, because I was one of them too. I was like, well, why is he bringing it up? But now knowing what happened in that year where we just couldn't get anything passing going on, how can you fault AJ Brown for that?
How
can you get mad at AJ Brown for wanting to better himself and
the team, himself, and like, hey, this passing has to get. It's not like Devontae Smith was going on. It wasn't like.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Dallas Goedert was having, actually, whatever. But it wasn't like he was having like a 1,500 yard.
Yeah. It's almost like, would you get mad if you quit your job or tried to find another job that could push you to be better, to want more?
If you see,
it's a job.
Yeah, if you feel like. No, my thing is, I give that analogy. My thing is this. If you have someone who is potentially top 10-ish at their position on your team,
yeah,
there's not a world,
there's
barely a world where you replace that person within 5 years, let alone maybe sometimes 10 years. Sometimes people are still searching for that.
Jamar Chase talked about his team.
Bro,
that fan base didn't go off the rails and ain't scramble, ain't going shambles.
Bro.
Justin Jefferson couldn't really get a stable quarterback for so long. That fan base didn't go up in shambles saying that they hated him. It's just like I don't understand. This man really just gave the city life, helped us win the Super Bowl, and point out the flaws in the team. How can he get? I don't know. It's like how can he get bashed?
So this fan base
for that,
and I really love the Eagles fan base. I swear I really love the Eagles fan base because they rock with you and rock with you, and they don't. I get it.
Yeah,
they think they have a DK, Jackson Smith, and Jigba type situation going on. Right?
Yeah,
I'm here to tell y'all, if Smitty turned into JSN, I'll eat crow. And I'll be like, I am dead wrong, and y'all got it, and I could have not seen it coming. Because I think he could be up there top 15.
Yeah.
I think at best we get top 15, which is cool. I think Smitty's somewhere within the top 25.
Yeah, I think, personally, the ceiling for him right now, and I know hopefully I can change my mind later on as the season progresses. But as of right now, I'm having him in the top 15. I think his potential right now could be top 10 depending on how the season goes. But as far as being top five,
AJ has the potential to be top 5 receiver.
Exactly. It's like
do we see that? Do we see that in Smitty? Like I want Smitty to be that.
I want him.
There's not a person on this planet that like I root with Smitty. I watch all like his what you call. I like really like rock with Smitty.
100%.
But I don't know how to say it without sounding rude. So like, I just don't know. And but yeah, so that's what my situation is. My grief is with the Eagle fan base because it's just Twitter now. X is just a slop fest.
It's disgusting,
bro. That whole website is terrible. That's where dreams go to die. That's where if you want you meet the maddest bots alive. They just go there and they just stew in their own like cesspool of just negativity.
It got so bad.
They're there's just the most lifeless people, and most of it's Elon and the bots and stuff. So
it got bad when
Elon
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson had to step in and was like, why is this fan base? Well, like, why are y'all bashing?
What y'all doing? Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's like, come on now.
Exactly.
And there was even one content creator, and Chauncey CJ said something to him as well. It was like, hey man, chill out with that.
Yeah.
It's uncalled for.
Everybody big on line. Everybody big on line.
Yeah,
everybody big on line. That's all it is.
It's uncalled for.
Do
I want him to go? No. I'm still with you. I don't want him to go. But I mean, hey.
So now, once we've dived into the drama of the Eagles and all that, I think since today is the day of the draft, and we will be getting this out to you before the Eagles pick, I'm assuming because we're at pick 23. We have mocked the first 3 rounds, and we have 4 picks in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
We know there is a world where we don't utilize all 3 picks on a draft pick per se. We might use it in the trade package.
Yeah.
I know that's more than likely. There been a bunch of reports where there may be a trade heavy draft, but we have mocked out the first 3 rounds. We're excited to talk about it. Akeem, you're the younger brother, so you're first.
You go first?
You're first.
Okay.
Or I can go first. You're not ready.
Yeah, it is. I have it right here.
Okay.
So for my first pick, hopefully that the Eagles can do. They may have to trade one of the picks away to get it. I just don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm hoping that we can get either Caden Proctor, which we really need for the offensive line, or they might just go out and get Kenyon Sadiq. But I feel like they may have to trade to get that because they really want to jump in front of the Lions, who really need an offensive lineman as well. So if they can jump 2 picks ahead, 3 picks ahead, and go and get them, I think those 2 guys is what we really need for the first round. One, we need tight end because we only have Dallas Goedert for 1 year, and then we really do need to get the replacement for Lane Johnson because we don't know when that timetable is going to run out. So who do you have in the
you want to do it like that? Okay. Actually, okay, cool. I like this. I like this.
Cool.
All right, in the first round, I kind of cheated. I got the same way with you.
Okay.
I have the Eagles selecting Jamal McCoy.
Okay.
Cornerback of Tennessee. He didn't play this year. He got hurt. But I think he's personally the best quarterback in the draft. I know Mansour Delane's probably the first one taken off the board. And rightfully so. He had the best year, and he probably should be the first quarterback taken out the board. My thought process: Jamal McCoy, proven number one. He can run with the best one. We see what he did last year, and I think he has the ability to seamlessly fit in at that number 2 spot to leave Coop at the slot. At the slot corner. The nickel corner.
The only reason why I don't see that happen is because we just signed the Seahawks cornerback Tariq Woolen for a 1 year, 12.5, something like that.
Yeah.
And that's the only why
it's 1 year deal.
Exactly. For now, that's the only why I didn't see that happening. But I'm glad that you brought it up because that made me think about it.
And I thought about that. And it's a 1 year deal, and you have a rookie to sit behind. Like, okay, I see how that worked. And if you beat him, you can just trade. Yeah. You can trade, bro. Yeah. There's no love lost. You can just trade Tariq Woolen.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So that's my thought process. And like I'm with you also. I would want Kenyon Sadiq. Yeah. I think we need another offensive weapon, especially with presumably AJ not being on the team after June 1st. And but yeah, who you have for your second round pick?
So my second round pick, I have the it's an offensive tackle if we don't get Caden Proctor. But so it's Max. I cannot pronounce his last name, but the offensive tackle from Arizona State. I think it would be really cool because just like him, he had a similar story to Jordan Mailata. Like he started playing football not too long ago, so he's not a starter now, but I think a year or two get comfortable with the system. I do think he can make that big push to what we need him to be.
I don't like that. I think I personally think we've found a diamond in the rough when it comes to Jordan Mailata. I don't like players who just either recently switched positions or recently learned football. I think that's a long process, a learning curve. Football is a tough sport.
It is.
You don't want to get someone new at
it. It is. You are right about that.
That's why I went with Chase Bisontis. I forgot what. Was it Iowa State? No, sorry, it was Texas A&M. Chase Bisontis, however you say his last name, is who I chose at our second round pick.
Okay.
He is kind of a tackle guard hybrid. He played mostly left guard. He was all SEC as a freshman, all freshman SEC, and then he was all SEC last year. I think the kid has what it takes to play left guard or right guard, and I think it should really be a battle between him and Tyler Steen, or him and what you call him? What you call? But I think really Tyler Steen.
Yeah, I think it'd be Tyler Steen. I can't see Cam having another.
I think you have.
Sorry, not Cam. It's
not Cam. What's his name? I see his face. I went to Alabama and Florida State. I see his face. Anyway,
I like that.
So I think he's essentially a placeholder for when/if our left guard either gets hurt or something happens. Plugging him in. He's a baller. He's 6'5", big dude.
Yeah,
it's comfortable interior. Can play right tackle if you want to. So I think you have someone to fill in those gaps. And my problem, my only thing why I didn't go for a tackle or a legit tackle, because I think it's gonna be a run on tackles early, and I don't see Lane Johnson replacement in this draft to where we'll be able to pick him at.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, all right,
No, I'm with you.
It's cool.
That's why I got my next pick.
It's cool. It's cool. It is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
I'm fine with going and getting the guy we just said in Chase in the second round. So that's my
Yeah,
pick.
no, I like it. I like it.
Okay.
So next, so we have the
Third round.
third round.
You have two picks.
The first one that I would do here is Keldrick Falk. He was the edge rusher from Auburn.
Yep.
I think he
Also,
would be
yeah.
a dominant pass rusher, especially a position that we need,
Need.
for letting Jalen Phillips go elsewhere to the Panthers. So I think he will come in. Hopefully,
If we don't get Gennard, you think I might use the pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get him, draft him, and he can battle out for that edge spot because one of the two edge rushers that we got now ain't gonna be there next
Yeah,
year.
for
So
sure.
I think right now it is the perfect time to go get it.
For sure.
Yeah,
I know.
so, yeah.
Okay. And for my first pick that we have in the third round, I actually went Zachariah Branch.
Okay.
And he's drafted far enough away from the first round. He's not an AJ replacement.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a spark that we couldn't eat. You know, he could play in that
with you on
slot. He can get busy through there. He kind of play that role. He get good hands. You know, not as explosive as I would like out of a smaller player,
Yeah.
but good hands. He's a playmaker. He's a playmaker.
He is.
And I do like it like that about him.
I just don't know if we will get a wide receiver
I think
because we have so many of them.
I mean, we
I know.
We go into it a lot.
So who doesn't make the team?
Uh,
And that's why I wouldn't get.
So I think that's
third.
I think we would go with Zachariah Branch in the third and give him a chance at either being a returner or something like that. Because you think we go into the draft? Do you think we go into this season bringing Buddy back, Covey back? Then we go into the season with him.
No.
So I think we have
No.
Zachariah Branch start filling punts, start filling all the kickoffs. You know, he's not like.
I think that can come in fourth round.
But I mean,
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah,
You're a
I
pick
like it.
65.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
you're taking your shot at players at this point.
Yeah,
So
you are.
I think I like Zachariah Branch at the first
Okay.
pick. I mean the first one of our first picks at the third round.
Yeah. And for the other pick, I had us trading that away to getting Kenyon Sadiq.
Okay.
Because I personally don't think, and we'll find out later today, I personally don't think we're going to use all 4 picks tonight. I think we are trading
Yeah, I think-
one pick away.
So you didn't have him for
No, because I had us trading that pick away to get
okay.
jumping up front.
So in mine, I don't have us trading that pick. I have us selecting safety because I really think that's a huge spot that we need. Is I got Bud Clark, I think, and he's a good. I like him as a safety. You know, good player. There's another player that I think he won't. If he's there, I would much rather have him first. Is AJ Hawsey out of LSU. And he's a safety out of LSU, hard hitting safety, a little bit bigger first, a little bit older, but you know, I think he can fill in like that Reed kind of role.
What was his height?
He wasn't the tallest by any means, but he's
a safety. Yeah,
he's a safety. You know, he
I'm
playing
with you.
outfield, so I like it. I say Bud Clark. I think Bud Clark can be there, and I really like Bud Clark, but I like AJ Hawsey a lot more. And if he falls to that later third round pick,
I'm with you on that one.
bro, go get him. He's a hard hitting safety. He really, later boom. He's a little bit older, kind of like how Reed was. So that's who I think we go with.
Yo, we got some great picks.
Yeah, I go with for sure.
Those would be some great picks.
For sure, and that's our little mock, and we hope to see what we go on the next.
Y'all let us know who y'all think. Probably.
Let us know if y'all gonna be in Pittsburgh. That would be tough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
if
cool.
y'all gonna be in
That'd be
Pittsburgh, let us know. You'll be at the draft. We're gonna give y'all our reaction. We gonna record our reaction. Won't be the other for our first pick, but
Yeah.
we're gonna give our reaction, and I post it somewhere on the what you call them. So we'll get that to y'all. Cause I'm excited. I don't know who gonna be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Fall.
I'm really excited about the draft because it can go either way.
Yeah, your mother is calling me. Sorry, Mom. So that's it for football.
Yeah.
We're excited to see. I think that it's gonna be after the first pick. Gonna be kind of like a whirlwind of trades and who moves up, who moves down. But yeah, I'm excited to see the draft and actually, yeah, bad luck to all the teams. Good luck to us.
Right. I mean, 100%.
Let's move to the Sixers.
Yeah. Shout out to them boys.
We talk crazy.
Shout out to them boys.
We talk crazy about them boys. We talk crazy about them boys. But hey, look, the Sixers. I mean, you got it.
We talk crazy because it shouldn't have happened like that.
For sure.
It shouldn't because,
exactly.
Like, they knew it shouldn't have happened like that. Being down 35 points at one point. Come on, guys.
Come on.
But everybody stepped up on all sides of the ball. VJ Edgecombe went crazy. He was phenomenal. Paul
Rookie
George
of the year,
actually stepped
man.
up to be the player that we wanted him to be. And all guys, man, was just hitting, facilitating, not forcing nothing, and then could hold Jason Tatum to under 20 points.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on. We just gotta hold this or make this stretch last for Embiid to get back. That's what I'm saying because I don't see us moving far in the playoffs without him,
without big fella.
So,
yeah, we need the big fella.
Mm-hmm.
I agree wholeheartedly everything you said. This team showed life. This team showed that it's possible to get a win against the Celtics. I think the Celtics are going to be one of the toughest teams in the entire playoffs. So getting a win from stealing one from them in the Garden, is great. You know, we really needed that win. Everyone did play in their role, and my only concern is the Celtics live and die by a 3, and yesterday just died by it. Yesterday just died by it.
Mm-hmm. 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't see him missing that many shots.
I know.
I'm nervous. I know. I hate to be that guy, but I'm nervous, bro. Like they don't miss that many shots that often. Mm-hmm. And if we're praying our rookie gets 30,
exactly.
Buddy, 30 and 10, we in some trouble, dog. We really in some trouble. We in some trouble, man. Like I hate to be like, oh, I'm hyped. I really am. I really am.
Because it was a point.
And I want the boys to ball, but like,
because it was a point we were up 12 points and it got down to we were down by 1.
They had a shot. They had the shot to go up, bro. They had a shot. So like I'm saying, like I don't know, bro. And I'm really hoping for the best. I really am. But my head like. I just hope that like a win showing like, hey, they aren't invincible.
Yeah,
there's chinks in the armor somewhere. That's what I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see. Going to the matchup tomorrow. I think them boys can do some damage. And
home game too, right?
Yeah, home game.
Yeah, exactly.
And
we need to win one of those. For sure.
I'm telling you, don't let us take that one. If we take that one tomorrow, my whole foot back in it. I'm back in that, Jay. I'm gonna say on my whole chest. But I'm a little skeptical right now.
Yeah, until NBA get back, I'm just
how
we need to play on the last game.
And so about the whole playoff itself, LeBron, bro. LeBron's gonna be great forever, dog. I know he said it last week, 2 days ago. Bro, Bron is just good, dog. Yeah. It's hard, like it's hard for me to see a world where he's just gonna be bad ever, dog. And he's legit unstoppable. He's the ultimate, like, I can mold into a piece that you need. Mm-hmm. I can be like whatever you need on the team. Yeah, and it's crazy, bro. He just was it 28, 8 and 7 when he had something like that. Dog, like, what are we at 41?
Yeah, 41. When he had the cradle,
he's playing, bro. You see that movie hit on KD like that? He got busy and banged out.
But shout out to that defense too. Shout out to that Lakers defense,
bro,
because they're doubling KD at the top of the key.
I'm telling you,
and they're letting somebody else.
9 turnovers, bro. He had 9 turnovers.
Exactly. They really said somebody else is going to have to beat us besides KD.
Somebody had to step up.
And KD just looked frustrated the entire game.
Dog.
If they can just keep that going,
he was not in the rhythm the whole game.
If Luke Kennard can keep shooting like he is,
Luke Kennard made some money.
Exactly.
He
if
made
Marcus
some
Smart
money.
can continue playing like he's playing, and Eric and all the other role players can continue and be there for when Luke can come back. Yeah. Hey, them boys gonna look good.
Are they though?
Well,
so I have like a sinister brain. I'm sorry. The cynicism in me, I know I butchered that word, the cynic in me. Will Luka and Bron mesh? Because Bron is running the offense more effective than Luka. Yes, they're missing Luka scoring, and I understand that. Mm-hmm. But Bron is executing at a point guard level.
Yeah,
the offense a lot better than Luka is.
Yeah.
How do you mix that in with Luka and Austin being back? Because now you have Luke Kennard kind of stepping into the Austin role of like, look, I'm a flamethrower. Kind of like Luka and Marcus Smart kind of playing that like dual, like Austin Reeves role of like gritty, getting you some scoring, can get hot, you know.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did I know Austin Reeves more easy to mesh in there. How does Luka mesh in now? You think Luka can like then get pushed kind of to the side? Not to the side.
I'm not
but
gonna say we can push to the side. I think LeBron's been doing this for
he goes back into
for so long now. He can adjust to any environment that he's in.
What if they lose?
He could just okay. He lost before. I mean, losing is part of the game. But I'm just saying in general.
If they lose, I'm talking about the first game back, and they come back, and it's like, all right, Luka, you're the one again. Offense kind of.
Are they still playing the Rockets?
Yes, whoever.
Ooh. So they still playing the Rockets, and they lose.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a problem. But if he comes back next round, if they advance the next
round,
he come back.
A little harder. I get it. A little harder.
But right now, if he comes back and what they pulled out 2 wins and look good in both wins, and you come back and the team look off.
I'm saying like
we got a problem.
They got
it's a problem. It's a problem. But I just can't see Bron not adjusting and not.
If you see that,
what role is needed.
But how does JJ then convince? Like say the teams, it's like, all right, look, we be better with Bron at the point. Mm-hmm. How do you then tell Luka like, hey, bro, you kind of like a 2, like you can get your ISOs, but you really a 2. Let Bron take the ball to court. Luka is not going for that.
Nah, I don't think.
And no, it's shitty because he's one of the best point guards in the league. But how does that? But how do you then like figure that out?
I mean that's just.
I'm saying, dog. I don't know.
It's too great for it to be a question mark on how you gonna fix it.
Bro, I'm saying I think
I don't know how and where they're gonna fix it. But he's too good for it though.
And I say, and it probably will work against this team.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, it could be a world where it don't work, and then you got a whole another host of problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bron's will always be good. Hopefully, I think Luka's probably gonna be back next round. Bro, I know we didn't add in there. I'm gonna just throw it in there now.
What you got?
The Spurs. What does the Spurs do without Wemby? You think they rattle off? Oh, shout out to Keldon, bro.
Shout out to Keldon.
Shout out Keldon. Keldon from Round the Way.
Yeah.
Shout out Keldon. 6 man of the year. Mm-hmm. I like, look, my lack of ball knowledge, I ain't know bro was balling like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of Kentucky, so he went to Kentucky. Yeah. We know him from Round the Way. Yeah. So like, shout out Keldon.
Yeah. Shout out Keldon.
But like, what they gonna do without Wemby?
Nothing.
And you think they're gonna lose?
Yes. Without Wemby, yes. Because the only reason I'm saying that is because when Wemby came out, I was like, oh, this team ain't gonna make it. But they were up like 15 points
for sure,
or whatever.
For sure.
I was like, okay, they got this game in the
bag. Yeah. At least this game.
It was like 7 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they got it. They just keep playing it.
Yeah.
And they couldn't score. They couldn't facilitate an offense because the offense normally goes through Wemby. And that's hard. You have to double team Wemby. You have to put eyes on Wemby because he can do so much. He's a freak of nature. Yeah. Generational talent and creation. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's easy for you to have open shots because all eyes on this person. But without him, no one could create anything. Yeah. They didn't look like they had an offense. They had no game plan.
It looked
shocked. I guess it is hard because it happened in middle of the game. But if that's what's supposed to come, they're in trouble.
A little bleak. I think they'll be fine because one, I hate Portland's new owner. I think he's the worst thing to happen. Like, well, not the worst thing to happen in sports, but I think he's one of the worst owners that happened to the NBA. But outside of Portland, that owning the fan base aside, I just don't think they're good enough because the Spurs are 12-7. I guess not 12-8, but like they were 12-7 without Wemby having Wemby. I think now with a better game plan with not having Wemby for at least probably 2 games.
At least 2 games.
Yeah, probably not 2 games. So I think you go with your home because if they take one game hopefully they take the first game back. They take a game, they'll be good. Cause all right, cool. We know we got Wimby back coming home.
Yeah, because he went into concussion protocol like same day almost.
Yeah, so they kind of which is that was a freak fall. Right? Like it's like almost like his like body like it was weird.
He's a little
it felt awkward,
weird,
bro. Like
you ever see those people who just like they're just too big for their body?
Yeah,
they didn't have the coordination.
And like so that he tried to hit that move like one time, last like in the first game, and fell and kind of got up and shrugged it off.
Yeah,
and he did it again, and what happened. I'm gonna need, bro. He tried like sham and spin, like, bro. You just
I know. Maybe work on his posts.
Maybe everything ain't in your wheelhouse for that spin. So, because like I said, Wimby's a generation talent. Kid's great. He is. He's great. But I think them boys gonna be straight. I think as long as they just take one game, Wimby will be back on the home stretch. So then it to be like first two at that point.
Yeah.
So I think with them they'll be good. I think it'll be a longer series than they expected, which could hurt them in the long run. I think as long as they get into that second round, this team will be shaped up good for the coming years. I think those are the major stories that we have. Unless you want
the Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
It's a good match.
This is gonna be a good matchup. Who do you have winning tonight?
I'm one of Ant's biggest fan. I'm always go with Ant.
Yeah, all right, cool. I know you was.
I'm always ride with Ant. Ant got, bro. I really need me an Ant jersey, bro. I throw Ant jersey up here, bro. I really rock it.
He's just too good.
Yeah, Jokic.
He to me, in my opinion, he's top 5 centers ever.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to. Yeah, it could top 3. Top 3?
And that's on me.
We gonna just say top 5, but we gonna just go with
top 3. People don't want to give him to him. Jokic top 3. Jokic top 3. How many MVPs he got? 3. Average a triple dog. Got him a chip. He really need one more chip. He knocking. No. he knocking on Shaq though. He like, hello.
Low key.
He need one more.
Low key he at Shaq though. He just ain't.
He ain't got the championship. He got the championships that because look, Shaq is a big part of those championship runs. He ain't got that hardware. If he get in one more though, hey, move over, big fella.
Yeah.
Move over.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's and you can take that. We'll ask y'all. Hey, TikTok. Whoever, YouTube. Never mind.
Top 3? Is
Jokic top 3?
Is Jokic top 3?
Center of all time right now. Let us know.
Yeah, please let us know.
But I think that's all we got.
Yeah, for basketball.
For basketball, NBA. Philly suck. So
yeah,
we'll say them. We just lost again.
We lost again. We did. So for good news,
we forgot somebody, bro. We forgot.
What are you talking about?
The Flyers, dog.
Flyers. Oh,
them boys balling. Them boys balling. Them boys balling.
I thought we was going to talk about releasing
a Taiwan. Man, fuck that team, bro. The Flyers, dog, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Them boys, ain't they gritty? You watch the game?
Yeah, no.
Them boys gritty.
I didn't watch the game. I seen highlights.
Bro,
it was on at work.
Them boys chippy, bro. Them boys bullies for real.
Dang, no.
I like that. I like that. Bro, you gotta watch that.
Yeah, I do.
Bro, I watched the whole jank, bro. I said, hold on now. I missed the first 2 games. Like, hey, look, when you got a child, when it's bedtime, it's bedtime.
Yeah, I seen that.
I'm telling you.
Good from what I saw.
I'm telling you, King. Them boys
it's
bullies.
Like
them boys
it's
bullies.
Like that?
Them boys
what
bullies.
They play again?
Let me tell you.
I'm gonna type in.
Let me tell you, bro. It would be.
It's just hard for me to get
Flyers jersey on the way. I'm trying to. Hey, if somebody got a Wayne Simmons jersey, let me know. I'm trying to get that off you. Saturday.
Saturday night.
Yep, 8 p.m.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
I'm tapping in.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Shout out to Flyers, them boys like that.
Okay.
Them boys like that.
All right.
Philly suck. That's so much we gotta say about them. 8-game losing streak or something like that.
Mm-hmm. The longest one right now in the MLB.
It's top 5, and
I don't know when we gonna get back.
And money spent, and maybe Dave Dombrowski was right.
I ain't lying.
Hey, maybe he was right.
I
Hey, maybe we should eat crow, but maybe he set the vibes up for this. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Maybe he set the vibes up. But this is a good episode.
Yeah,
this is a good episode.
Sure.
I think you gonna do this. You gonna do that thing, or we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. Catch y'all in the next one. We out.
For sure.